Wayne King to life in prison for attacking a 12-year-old girl. The same jury yesterday found him guilty of the crime. 12-year-old Dorika Uwimana was choked and suffered injuries so severe that she had to have a heart transplant.
Okay, you heard that little audio right there. That was a very small clip right there. Now, I had initially recorded a video before this one talking about how he deserved the worst punishment possible, and it looks like that's actually going to happen. Now, this happened last year when the girl was 12 years old. I didn't know anything about this story. Like I said, I get a lot of stories. I probably have received it, but I didn't get a chance to talk about it because I received so many emails. But to give you a little backstory, this young girl right here, you can see right here in the hospital bed. Now, this was back way into last year. She was on her way to the bus stop getting ready to go to school when this guy pretty much approached her sorry about that. But anyway, the backstory is that she was on her way to the bus stop. She got approached by this guy, and he just out of nowhere and for no reason just straight up attacked her, hit her, beat her, and almost choked her to death. Now, you heard right there in the clip that she got beaten so badly that she had to get a heart transplant, which is most likely why she was in the hospital for as long as she was. Now, I did see some other footage from another news clip where she was in the courtroom pretty much testifying against him. I said I couldn't imagine being in her position where she has to sit face to face with the guy that damn near killed her over a year prior. Like, it would just be like a ball of emotions. I would probably be the one, like, if I was in that courtroom, I don't know how I would act. I probably wouldn't be able to contain myself. So it's probably best I wouldn't be in there. And I believe her mom was on the bench as well. And she got so damaged from this that when she was talking, you could barely hear her. They had to have someone be there beside her to pretty much relay the message to the courtroom of what was being said, because she could barely speak. I mean, she could speak, but her words weren't not that coherent where you could understand what was being said out of her mouth. And I said in the initial video that I recorded that I had to end up deleting that I hope that this guy gets the worst punishment possible, and it looks like he is, because he was just sentenced to life in prison for brutally beating this young girl, and well deserved. Like, don't try to give him any type of favors or anything like that. He could have killed this girl. Now, it is up to the people in the prison, because hopefully and most likely they will put him in Gen Pop, deal with him in the worst way possible, which I'm sure they are going to do, because it's a certain code, and I'm sure in those prisons where they do not like people who torture or harm children. And this guy definitely tortured and harmed this innocent 12-year-old girl. And they said one of the ways that they were able to find out that it was him was because of something she did. Now, when he attacked her, she was scratching away for him to get off of her. And of course, when you scratch somebody like that, their DNA gets under your fingernails, especially if you scratch hard enough and pull skin. And that's how they were able to determine that he was the guy that indeed attacked her. They even said that there was multiple surveillance footage that they were able to find of him walking in and out, but I think that was in a separate area. But the DNA under her fingernails is what led them to finding out that it was indeed him that did attack her. Now, mind you, this girl was 12 years old at the time. This guy was at the time 36. He is over half her age, and he felt inclined just to attack this girl for no reason. This also goes back to my soft target theory of children, whether it's a boy or a girl, and older individuals, no matter what the gender, and women, no matter, grown women. She, of course, falls into the category of children. I'm just glad that she, is recovering, I should say. And I'm just also glad that this piece of shit is where he needs to be. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.